Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. We're going to work with some new product today. I am an affiliate for Spellbinders and other companies. I do receive a small commission if you click on the link below and place an order. There's links below this video. There's a little word in dark bold print that says more, or it could say show more. Just click that and a box will drop down and you'll see the links. You can click on those, and if you place an order, I receive a small commission at no cost to you. So thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have these are beautiful. These are layered iris etched dies from the Spotlight Frames and Florals collection by Lisa Horton. Oh my goodness, Lisa Horton products. I just love them. You know I love her interference inks. I also have this 3-in-1 banner punch from Spellbinders right here. It does 1.5, 2, 2.5, and you could just slide any size that you want in there. This is 2.5 inches. We're going to make a 2.5 inch punch, and then how long is it? I think it's like 5.25 because I'll cut it off. It's 5.5 by 5.5, but then I'll cut it off to fit on the front of my card. I'm going to be using behind the banner, I'm using the new white foam adhesive strips. These are 1/2 inch right here, and I'll use these on behind the banner. It gives us nice, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing's gonna bend, and it's really nice and solid. Then I'm using the Tiny Dots embossing folder, and I'm using the woven 3D from the Spring Sampler Collection by HURLEY. So this is just going to look really cute. And look at that. I angled this on here a little bit, and let's just start. So I have a card base of 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. It's Nina White cardstock. That's listed in my Amazon below. And I open it like this. This would also fit on a top folding card that is 11 by 4.25, scored at 5.5. That's if you wanted the top folding card. And I just happen to like them this way. And it doesn't really matter. Just have fun with your envelopes. So here are my dies. Look at this iris is so pretty. So this I cut in yellow. My little pieces right here also. I believe I did all of that in yellow. And pinks and greens right here. I cut every single one of them out. And we'll work with this in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and do some embossing first. I'll bring it, let me move my punch out of the way. And let's see. We'll bring the platinum in. And always look on your machine. There's always a special sandwich for each and every machine. And this one is A, B, and the embossing folder, and then C, cutting plate. This is for a standard embossing folder, and that is what the dots is. Where's my B plate? Have I lost my B plate? Hold on. Let me see here. Yep, right here. Okay. So A and B, and then my embossing folder. And we know that it's not 3D because it says SES. I'll show you on the other one where it says, where you know that it's 3D. If you're new to these products, these embossing folders are large, so you can do so much with them, especially if you scrapbook. And use use like a 5x7 card if you like that. The thing with these dots is I like to try to get them even, just like that. Okay. And we'll just send this through. Very good. Let's see what we have here. They look pretty. I love everybody loves dots, right? They look fantastic. So that's one. And let's go ahead and move this out of the way and start with our flower. And let's cut the punch first, and then we'll emboss again. Okay? Let's do that. So when I use a punch, I almost like to use it upside down because I like to see. Okay, and so you just insert your paper, and like I said, I'm doing the 2.5, the larger one, right in there, and just kind of look upside down that you have it, and it's equal on both sides. See, there is a little bit of leeway there, so you just kind of want to make sure that you are even. And I think I'm good right about there. And I'm just going to punch, and there's my banner. It's that simple, right? And so just fun, just something fun to use on the front of the card. These punches are nice and sturdy. They also have these little feet under here to where it's not moving, okay? It's not sliding around. I really like that feature in it also. Okay, so from the tip to this, to the top, let me just measure. What did I make this? I just cut it off to where I was like, oh, okay, that's good. So I think I'm at 4 3/4. So let's do that. We'll bring my trimmer in. And we want to take this at 4 3/4 right about here. Okay. So I have my point down here at 4 3/4. And I just slice off the top. That's all. And I'm just going to see if it fits. And it does really nicely. We'll move this aside. And let's go ahead now and emboss this. So we'll get that completed. Now, on the 3D embossing folder, so the sandwich, of course, is a little bit different. So let's look. Right down here, we're going to use platform A, not platform B. And we're going to use our project with our paper in it and the D plate. So I'm going to turn this, I'm going to angle that. I thought that that looked really cute. And now, for this machine, I use the D plate. Oh, and here it is. It says right here, E3D, okay? That's how you know that Spellbinders embossing folders are 3D, E3D. And we're just going to roll it through. This is a simple card, a fun card. I just love the iris. It's really pretty. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. And I like the basket weave too. Right there. Didn't that come out nice? So, let's move this aside. And I'll put this back here. Get things out of the way. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this onto our card base. I know that I want to mount this on here with just some liquid glue. Let's do this. Very easy peasy. That's the deboss side, which looks great too. You could use either side that you want. Just like that. And I'm just going to tap tap and let it just kind of fill up the front of my card. This is not a 3D embossing folder, so it should fit pretty good, you know, with the front of your card at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Now this will come in like this. Let's go ahead and do that because we're not really going to put anything except that flower on there, and we can, well, actually, I want it like this when I place my flower. So let's go ahead and make our flower. I used every single die, okay? And just having fun with it, of course, because it was my first card with it. I wanted to use everything. I'm going to turn all these are little buds. Now, you could do these in pink. I did them in yellow just to make things look a little different, that's all. Here's our stem. Here's our pretty iris. And we should have, yes, I didn't lose them from yesterday when I designed this card. These little teeny tinies right here. They're teeny tinies. They will go on our flower. I'm just trying to turn everything right side up, right? Here we go. Just like that. Easy to pick up then. Okay, and then I have my greenery right here. There's 3 leaves that will attach to this. We'll do that in just a minute. And honestly, you can attach them any way that you'd like. Look at the inside right here. These are etched dies, so it will match up perfectly. Okay, just like that. Ah, so cute. So I'm using a dark pink and a light pink. And let's use, I am absolutely in love with Spellbinders fine tip glue bottles because my hand is so far away from the project now. I think it's better for you guys to see. And in here is Barely Art Precision Craft Glue from Spellbinders. It has a lower viscosity. It flows a little bit easier. So I really like it. And I'm going to place this right here. So with that being said, my bottle doesn't get clogged. At this point, it has not gotten clogged, I'll just say. You know, it could sit in here for a day or two, and who knows. You know, I might get a little clog and have to use a pin to unclog it. No big deal. I'm just going to let that go right where the etched areas are. Just like that. Okay, now right here in the center, we're going to put this little yellow piece. Spin that around a little bit. And it goes right here. And then this little piece right here, I put this underneath this little piece. I guess I could have put this one on first. I guess I should have put this one on first. Lay it down. Let it kind of fan out. And then put this little yellow piece on top of it, holding it. We'll just kind of scooch that around so that it goes like into, you'll see it, into those little marks right there. That looks so cute. Now our teeny tinies go right here on top of where there's more etching on these sides. Right there. And one, of course, for each side. Cute. I think the iris is so pretty. And we can make these in all kinds of colors. Blue, yellow, pink, purple, any color that you want. Now, let's leave this aside to dry. And let's bring our stem in. The larger little bud here goes on this side of the stem. And it will just kind of pick up just like that. So I'm going to put some back here. And I'm just going to pick it up like that. Cute, right? And then this one comes in, and that's just going to sit right there. So just kind of match up your shape. Very easy to put together. Just like that. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and attach our flower. I'm going to put this right back here. I'm going to mark that with my hand just a little bit, my fingers, and put a little glue back here. And put this right here. Just like so. Okay. Which that's just adorable in itself. And now let's go ahead and see how we're going to attach these guys. And honestly, it doesn't really matter how you do it. Wherever that you want to place these is fine. I thought this looked great coming up around the front of the flower, like just about like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. And I'm just going to kind of wiggle this in. I'm coming apart. I didn't let it dry. Just like that. Kind of bring that in just a little bit. Just like that. Easy. And then this little one. Let's go ahead and put a little glue here. Put this on our stem. Whoop. We'll have to get some alcohol and clean this up, right? And I'm going to bring this down right about in here. Let that curve up. I want that to be on the top of my little bud there. I think that looks cute. And let me get something to clean it up with before I make a gluey mess. There we go. And now this little one, I'm going to put this one behind the small bud. And like I said, this is just the way I did it. You can put them on however that you'd like. And let's bring this one down right about, kind of want this to curve. Okay. There we go. I'll just hold that for a second. Good. I noticed with this Barely Art glue that it dries quick and you get a really great result. Okay, now I'm not going to pop this up. I'm going to put this down with liquid glue. And so I could get it in all these little teeny tiny areas, right? Let's see how we do. It's a little bit much on there. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to place it on my tag. Right about here. Oh, I love it. Let me get a block or two. Just like so. I'm going to move this out of the way. Now, I already have, there are sentiments that come, I believe, with this, but they haven't gotten here yet. So I'm going to use something that I already have. Use any sentiments that you want. So let's pick something out. That one I did sending hugs. I thought sending hugs looked cute. Thank you would be fantastic. Also, ooh, let's use that thank you. I like that. Okay, that was easy to pick out, right? But aren't these, I love these containers. I got them at scrapbook.com, and they stack wonderfully. And I keep my sentiments and some tools on the top, and wax seals, and just, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's flip this over now and use our thicker adhesive here. I already took one out. Okay. So on the edges there was like a half of one, but I want to use the full piece. Okay. So I'm just going to bring this over and cut, excuse me, my arm right there. And let's do this piece. I want this to kind of come down in there, so I am going to cut this in half. I want it to come down to that point a little bit more. And these are sticky, as you can tell, right there. And then this one right in here. So that I have good, you know, we have good stability, okay? Let's go ahead and use these sides, might as well while they're here. I'll just cut a couple pieces off. Here. But then through the middle, I definitely want to use a larger piece. Just so that it doesn't bounce, you know, so that it is nice and solid. So I think I'll be using these a lot. Woo! There we go. And let's bring our card front in. And let's go ahead and angle this just this way. And now, as you can see, that's nice and solid right on there. Oh, I love that. You can feel it. Now, the little thank you, I'm just going to put right here. And I want to use some small foam squares with this. I love that the edges are rounded. Why? I don't know. I just like it. To there. There we go. And you could easily put this down, you know, with liquid glue, but I thought a little dimension on it would look great too. And I'm going to stick it right here. And here's our card with our beautiful iris. This is gorgeous layered iris etched dies from the Spotlight Frames and Florals collection by Lisa Horton. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.